In our last video, I showed you why you shouldn't move to Niagara Falls. However, there are some really good reasons why Niagara Falls is still a tempting place to move. It is about a 30-minute drive from all that Niagara-on-the-Lake has to offer, but the homes here cost almost half as much. Coming up, I'm going to show you our top 5 reasons why you should move to Niagara Falls, Ontario. And watch to the end to see some affordable homes for sale and a home you won't believe is in Niagara Falls. Today we're taking a look at Niagara Falls, Ontario. This is one of the world's most visited cities. Niagara Falls is almost 5 times bigger than Niagara-on-the-Lake with a population of just under 95,000. If you are younger, you may prefer Niagara Falls over Niagara-on-the-Lake, as only 22% of the population is over 65 versus 36% of the people living in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Number 1. Location. The city of Niagara Falls is located right on the US border, so within a few minutes you could drive right over for more affordable gas or some items you can't find in Canada. If you drive about 40 minutes, you could go to Buffalo, New York and shop at Trader Joe's, catch a Sabres or Bills game, or grab dinner. You can also make a day trip by car or train to Toronto to catch a show or dine at the many restaurants. Niagara Falls is also close to both the Buffalo and the Toronto airports for a winter escape. Number 2. Entertainment. Because of the number of visitors, Niagara Falls has many tourist attractions that can also appeal to the locals. Clifton Hill has the Niagara Skywheel, mini golf, a wax museum, a speedway, mazes, haunted houses, and lots of fast food places. And we love to take visitors on the boat right out to Horseshoe Falls to feel the mist of the water. It really is awe-inspiring, and if you live here, repeatable. For those that like to gamble, there are 2 casinos on the Canadian side and 1 on the US side of the falls. We seem to lose our money very quickly when we visit, but apparently some people walk away with a profit. The Falls View Casino also has many performers such as Michael Bolton, Blue Rodeo, numerous comedians, and even Christmas on Ice. They have fireworks in the summer, a summer music festival, a winter lights festival, and a huge New Year's Eve celebration, often with big-name performers. There are many more tourist attractions that are also fun for locals. These include seeing the view from the Skyline Tower or walking the journey behind the falls. We also enjoy visiting the massive Niagara Park's Botanical Garden. There's also a butterfly garden that is perfect to visit on a cold day. At Christmas, the city is lit up with lights, and we like to warm up inside a coffee shop and watch all the people enjoying their vacations. Now, a new attraction that opened in 2021 is the Niagara Park's Power Station. The hydroelectricity station was built 115 years ago and was sitting unused since 2006, when it was decided it should be decommissioned instead of retrofitted. What an impressive way to make use of an abandoned building. After touring the station, you can descend 180 feet in a glass elevator to a 2,200-foot tunnel. The massive tunnel, where water used to flow, takes you to the river's edge for an up-close look at the falls. It amazed us that the station, an engineering wonder, began construction in 1901 and was finished just 4 years later. That is astounding when we consider how long it is taking, with today's equipment, to get just 1 underpass constructed near our home. They also offer an evening light show. The whole experience was jaw-dropping. A tip if you move here is to get an annual parking pass for Niagara Falls. It allows you to park at 17 different lots, including right at the falls, Niagara Glen hiking trails, and the Botanical Garden. It is a great bargain for locals. Number 3. Outdoor activities. Niagara Falls is full of things to do outdoors. If, like us, you like biking, Niagara Falls has some scenic bike paths along the water. You can bike up to Niagara-on-the-Lake, down to Fort Erie, or over to the many wineries. You could also ride your bike over to the US side of the falls after showing your passport at the border. There is hiking in the Niagara Glen Nature Reserve with its breathtaking views of the gorge. If you go there, be sure to bring a fully charged phone and the proper footwear. It seems every year someone is being airlifted out. You can also visit the terminus of the Bruce Trail, located in the Queenston Heights Park, just a few minutes from the falls. The Bruce Trail goes all the way to Tobermory. It is over 900 kilometers long and passes through waterfalls, beaches, meadows, old-growth forests, and awe-inspiring views. A lot of people have a goal of hiking the entire trail either in one long trip, camping along the way, or by taking several shorter day trips. You can bike or walk or drive over the border to Niagara Falls, New York and see the attractions there, such as one of our favorites, the Cave of the Winds. Instead of taking a boat, you can climb a staircase to the falls and feel the water right on your face. It is also home to the Niagara Falls State Park with lots of hiking and views of the gorge. Other outdoor activities in Niagara include golfing on one of the many courses that have outstanding views, bouldering, or zip lining. Before I get to the biggest reason to move to Niagara Falls, please hit the subscribe button, as it will help us to research more places to live. Number 4, lower house prices. One of the main reasons people choose to live in Niagara Falls is that the housing is more affordable, but you can still drive to all the offerings in the greater Niagara region, such as the wineries, historic Niagara-on-the-Lake, and the restaurants of St. Catharines. For example, we like the style of this 3-bedroom, 1,100 square foot home that was listed for $600,000. It is in a quiet neighborhood backing onto a park. Compare that to this 2-bedroom, 1-bath home for sale in Niagara-on-the-Lake that costs $700,000. For even less money, for $400,000, we could buy this 2-bedroom, 1-bath home and be within walking distance of the falls. Perhaps it could be renovated and you could rent out a part of the home to visitors. Also, just outside the tourist areas of downtown Niagara Falls, it is very rural with a lot of farmland. A short drive from the falls, you can find a home like this for $2 million on 9 wooded acres. It comes with turrets, horse paddocks, and trails. The road beside the home even comes with the turtle crossing sign. This sun-filled Victorian home, complete with turrets, is 2,600 square feet of above-ground space as well as a finished basement. It includes a wooded 9-acre lot with paddocks and trails for horses. It's $2 million, which is out of our price range, and we really don't want horses at this stage, but it is fun to look and dream. So there are definitely some pros and cons of moving to Niagara Falls. Perhaps you can get in when the prices are low before it becomes the new place to be. With all that you save on housing, you could attend the many farm-to-table dining experiences in Niagara-on-the-Lake or attend more shows at the Ontario Performing Arts Centre in St. Catharines. Also, Niagara Falls is a place where if you want to get involved and volunteer, it is somewhere you can make a real difference. Number 5, a good place to start a business. As I mentioned in my last video, Niagara Falls has lower than usual commercial rent, and with over 22 million visitors as tourists, it is a great place to open a small business. If you've ever dreamed of opening a restaurant, operating a quirky walking or bus tour, or opening a unique spa, this may be a great place to give it a try. Tourists are always looking for things to do on their vacation. Our favorite idea right now is that someone should buy one of these motels and paint it with some cool Instagram-worthy rooms, which would appeal to the many visitors. When you Google motel makeovers, there are some drool-worthy transformations. Niagara Falls really needs a cool, quirky motel. You could even make a high-tech pod motel so that younger people have an affordable modern place to stay when they visit. We can see that being a huge hit. If Niagara Falls isn't quite right for you, stay tuned for our next video about a place with all the advantages of Niagara-on-the-Lake and Niagara Falls, but still affordable housing and more to do. And be sure to check out more cool cities here.